So, which Harry Potter avatar are you? Hi, this is Lady Grace. How are you doing? Oracle reader, energy healer. I wanted to come on today and I got the idea to ask which Harry Potter character are you, because I have these cute little figurines. I have the Hermione here and Harry Potter. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of ask that question because I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. It is revealed, because I love the story. So I thought that'd be a fun thing. So I put obviously 2 cards underneath, and this is from the Alice the Wonderland deck. I just love her art. To see which Harry Potter character are you. So just take a moment, or you probably already know which one you are. It's either Hermione here or Harry Potter. Just take a moment, kind of feel in. We'll see what your message is for today. And I feel like that's good. So the first card is Hermione. We love Hermione. So let's see what this message is for you today. And I got a stand, by the way. I'm so excited. So keeping up, immense effort. You see that? So let me see. Getting used to it. Advance. Interesting. So no surprise, this is a Hermione card. Interesting how it came up with the clock, eh, guys? If we all know Hermione's story. So keeping up, immense effort. So basically, for you, I'm getting that you're putting a ton of work into yourself. Think of it as like Hermione. She was constantly studying. She was advancing. She wasn't kind of, I hate to say, be the typical student where she was kind of distracting herself with other things. You're not. You're that person that's always trying to learn something new, always trying to improve yourself, always trying to get to the next level, right? And sometimes you feel like you're running out of time, so you need a little gadget that Hermione has, but you really don't. So that's the only issue, is when you're trying to do that, it's beautiful. Like you're trying to be your best self, you're trying to advance, and your life will, it does. Because I've done years and years and years of study as well, you will notice improvements in your life. The only issue that I find with this kind of energy is that sometimes you don't stop to look around and smell the roses, right? And because you're always, in your mind, you're always trying to move forward, that you never feel good enough now. So let that sink in. And that was true for Hermione as well. But that's not true. You're good enough now. You're good enough as you are. If you decided tomorrow you're going to do no more advancing in yourself, you've done a ton. You've done more than most, let's be real. It's just that most people don't understand that when you're like that, you have an inner drive for it. It's a natural inner drive that you have because your soul wants to evolve in this life. So again, it's natural for you to feel that way. It's just that sometimes your ego will take over and say, well, this isn't enough. You're not good enough. And that isn't true. You have to try to come from it. I'm good enough. I'm doing this because I'm interested, because I find this fascinating, because I find, example, something learning like magic is fascinating. It's so cool to learn about how the universe works, how the energy of the laws work, right? How to do divination, right? This stuff is really cool. But remember to have fun with it. It's not just a chore. It's not homework, right? It's because you want to do it for fun. It's just the ego sometimes takes the fun out of it, right? Because then it gives you grades, right? Like, did I have an A+ today of effort? Like, whatever. You know what I mean? And this is coming from a person who knows this, so I understand this very well, this energy very well, and I'm learning to recognize it and being like, I've done a lot today. I've done enough today. I'm enough. If I did nothing today, right? So it's a beautiful energy to have. And just remember that you make time, your own time, okay? Nothing dictates how much time you lose here, if that makes sense. Time is ultimately an illusion in this realm. Well, it's a little more complicated than that, because your soul doesn't have finite time. But you can also compress time. Some people think that when you manifest things, it'll take forever because your logical mind will take over. Well, if I'm going to meet someone, it's going to take, how many months, and it's going to take how many months for them to, say, propose. And no, stop that. You don't know. The universe has a better way than you do. Sometimes you just have to get out of the way. Okay? So remember to have fun. Remember, you are good enough. Or I am enough. Okay? Write that down somewhere. So that's our beautiful Hermione card. We love Hermione. Okay. So, did you pick Harry Potter? We love Harry Potter. Let's see what Harry Potter's card is message for today. Okay. Sorry. Never jam today. Promises that never come to be. Empty words. Not living in the now. Interesting. Let's see what your message is for today, guys. Unfortunately, when you pick Harry Potter, it's a bit of a heavier message. Let's be real. Beautiful character, went through so much. Okay. So what I'm getting here is be careful of the promises you tell yourself, okay? So for example, if you're trying to achieve something in your life right now and you keep telling yourself, I'll just use an example because I'm looking at my bike. So, I'm going to start biking, Monday to Friday every morning without fail, right? And so you make that promise to yourself. And the next day, you just don't feel like it. So you don't go on your bike, right? And so you missed your exercise for that day. Okay, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Today was just like a fluke. I'm just going to rest. And the next day, something comes up where you got busy in the morning, and then you're like, no, I can't do it, right? So, and it keeps going. So, promises that you don't keep to yourself will actually take away your creative ability. So, what does that mean? So, when you make a promise to yourself, you have to understand that if you're the creator of your reality, which you are, but you don't keep your promises, right? Your creative ability will be diminished because you need to trust that your word is law in your reality. So you need to trust that what you say goes. So if you're saying you're going to do something and you don't do it, then how could you possibly trust yourself to be the creator of your reality, right? To be the one who's in charge. And I'm not saying that to be harsh. It is what it is, right? So energy is energy is energy. So if you're finding that you're delaying something, or if you say you're going to do something and you delay it, then just know that you're taking your power away and you don't know you're doing it. You think you're actually taking power, but you're not. It's your ego tricking you into keeping you in the exact same spot. That's hard, but it's true. So it is what it is, right? So remember, your ego is very clever. It wants to keep you where you are. It doesn't want you, right, to evolve. Like, it really doesn't. It wants to keep you where you are because then it knows you're safe, right? So remember, your word is law in your reality. So don't make promises you can't keep, right? Or challenge yourself to make promises and keep them, right? So when I first start a habit that I know ultimately will be good for me, like biking every morning, I will give myself a sticker on my planner. I don't care. But that way it makes me go, okay, did I do it? Okay, I did or didn't. I get a sticker or not. So it's kind of silly, but it doesn't matter. What I'm doing is I'm telling my subconscious mind that I'm reliable. I'm doing this no matter what. No matter what, I'm doing this. And because I do that, I'll be able to create what I want, because what I say goes. It's not debatable. It's not changeable. It's what I say goes, okay? So that's what empty words, okay? So the other thing I'm getting here is it's okay Like, it's okay if you haven't done that in the past. That's fine. But what I'm getting here is you just have to realize that it all trickles down. So it all trickles. Sorry, I'm just going to put this down. The reason why I have a stand is so I don't shake, right? Is it all trickles down into your life, right? So if you're trying really hard to make changes and you're not seeing the change, that could be why. It's because you're not keeping your word to yourself. It's interesting how we'll keep our words to others, right? We'll be like, oh, I'm going to be there, and you're there, no problem. You're there early. You know what I mean? If you're that person, then look at, am I a people pleaser? Which means that you're going to have trouble realizing that you're the creator of your reality, because that means that you're the ultimate say in your reality. Nobody else has the authority. So this card, as challenging as it is, it's a wonderful thing to know. It's a wonderful thing to go, oh, okay, so if I keep promises to myself, then my creational abilities, then my manifestation abilities will increase. They have to increase, because my subconscious mind knows what I say goes. Okay? So, that's your message for today. Hopefully, that gives you some illumination and some fun. But again, Harry Potter had a rough go, but ultimately, he does very well, right? He overcomes everything. So remember that. And remember, anything that you're dealing with, you can overcome, right? Remember, every day is a new day, right? So criticizing or yourself is not going to help at all. Give yourself positive feedback all the time. I guarantee if you're on a video like this, you're doing your best. You're doing amazing. It's just that your spirit guides wanted you to know this is where you're a bit blocked, and it's okay. It is okay, right? You're doing awesome, right? So keep going. You're working on yourself, which is more than you can say. Let's be honest. That's amazing, right? Most people don't even do that, right? So give yourself a pat on the back for that, and know that you're on your path. It's just that you may have gotten off a tiny bit. You're back on now because you heard this message, okay? So you're doing amazing. I hope you have a wonderful day. So I'm Lady Grace, Oracle Reader. I'm also a spirit baby medium and an energy healer. So I do have offerings in my Etsy shop. If you're interested in getting a reading or distant healing, it's there. Hopefully you have a wonderful day. Take care.